prep and equipment. This first step is vitally important and often overlooked. There may be times where the planning takes 2 to 3 times as long as the actual filming of the video. No matter how good you feel your improv skills are, this is not something you want to just say, I'll wing it. You want to make sure you are on topic and, most importantly, staying within brand standards, especially if the shooting of the video is being done somewhere other than your usual work environment. Here are some questions you want to ask yourself when planning out your video. Who is my audience? For example, are they 18 to 30, 30 to 50, over 50? This will help determine what style of video you want to shoot and the equipment that you'll need. For instance, if your audience is mainly 18 to 30, you'll want to do something short, and it really doesn't need a lot of post-production. In general, this age group is used to YouTube and TikTok style videos, whereas if most of your audience is 50 and above, they may see a TikTok style video as juvenile. No matter where you are in the generations, remember you are making this for your audience and not yourself. Where do we do the filming? Is this a video that needs to be recorded on location or in one of your units? Is this an instructional video that shows how to use a certain piece of software? In that case, you can just do a screen recording. Or can you just set up some space in an office? This will help you answer the next question. One other thing you could do when figuring out where to record your video is draw out an overhead view of the space. And then you can apply what angles you want to use. For example, in the PB&J video you will see in part 2, here is what I drew out. Some will even go as far as creating what's called a storyboard. What equipment will I need to shoot this video? If you are shooting a TikTok or YouTube style video, then in most cases, you won't need anything more than a cell phone and a tripod. If it's a larger scale video, you might want to consider lights and a microphone. Just make sure, wherever you are shooting, it is well lit. Here is the equipment we used to record the video in part 2. Depending on what you are shooting, you may not need all of this. What do I say? If you are working from an ops or training manual, luckily, the script should pretty much write itself. You might have to tweak it a bit here and there so that it comes across the same way in speech as it does when written. Some things come across differently when read versus when spoken. If you are not working from an ops or training manual, or are in the process of creating one, then you will have to write out a script. When writing a script, make sure you are staying on topic. Edit out any language that may be confusing or not to brand standards. Edit out any ramblings or tangents. Clear, concise communication is what you're going for. For example, if this is an instructional video for a specific procedure, just stay with that procedure. You don't need to get into the company history, the shortcuts, or what you had for breakfast that's now making you tired. Just stay on topic.
We're gonna smear that peanut butter on. We're gonna start by smearing the peanut butter across one side. We're gonna come down the other side. And what we're looking for is we're really looking for even distribution of that peanut butter. So evenly pressed into the corners of that rectangle shape of the bread.
We also feel it's important to include the why as well as the how and the what.
We want them to, again, get a bite of peanut butter with every bite and a bite of jelly with every bite that they take.
Robots, for example, can be programmed to do tasks and don't need a why. Humans, on the other hand, work much better if they understand the why behind the what. Understanding the why will improve retention and overall job performance. Final question when preparing. Who needs to be there? Can I do this on my own with a tripod? Do I need multiple people to help with different camera angles or setup and breakdown? Do I want to have someone else be the presenter, or am I going to be the presenter? Now you can schedule times for the recording and get everyone's calendars synced. There's not much worse than showing up to the recording location with all of your equipment and the other person that was supposed to be there never put it in their schedule. Okay, once you know who your audience is, where you are recording, what equipment you need, who needs to be there, and have your script written, it's time to practice, practice, practice. Read your script until you're comfortable with it. This will help reduce those awkward moments where you don't know what to say next or get lost in thought. Once you're comfortable with your script, you're ready to record. In part 2, we will go over the actual recording of the video. See you in part 2.